Okay, recording is on now. So could you please tell me if you did try to create your own processes and how's it going? Like, did you try Elma yourself already, or do we just keep going through the lessons? And did you have the experience?
Actually, we'll just want to try the previous session by yesterday and today. But since Dipes told me that you will be going to holiday in 17, so we are not ready to show you. Maybe in next week.
Okay, okay, all right.
It will be
So,
done tomorrow.
okay. So I will show you a little bit more about the system. Today are two important parts of working with the system is a CRM part and scripting part. So
On what?
scripting part, so how to write scripts in the system.
Oh, okay, script. Okay, okay.
I mean coding scripting. So
Yes.
we have activities to perform some actions automatically, but
Yes.
sometimes it's not enough of them, and we do need to do some kind of scripts, right? So we need
Sure,
to
sure.
work with the information. So I'll be showing you a couple of examples, and for example, here in our trade request application, I have created a little table in here, and I will show it how it looks right now. I've pre-created before we started. I need to put this on the form so I can show you the table. And to the view form. Okay, now I can save it. So now when I create a new application, I can work with the tables also in here. So these tables are like not so real. They are like don't have real names. I didn't like figure it out like what it would be. So it's just a table. For example, it will be some items that we need to sell. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And so we are selling like some items in here, and they will be costing some for us. So, for example, like this. I guess I need to. I need to check one moment, please. I need to check which
Yeah,
application do I use in here in the table so I can fill the information. Table settings, and okay, we use the new one. Okay, that's good. I will create some data in the system. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Item 1. And we will be using the process for now. And so item 2. And item 4. Yes, it will be enough data for us for now. Now we have 4 items in our application, and I will be using them as an items in our table. So for example, this is some kind of a list of items that we are selling, right? And here we set up like a list of items we are actually sent to the customer, for example, and we made some costs for them. this one. Okay. I have added 4. Okay. So we have this table filled in, and we can do different things with these tables. So for example, if you want to check up a total sum of this, we can do it without coding. I will show you. So we go to the form settings and to the table settings, and we can add some kind of a total here. So there are different options in here, like maximum, minimums, averages. These calculations could be done automatically without any coding. But for example, we need to put these items on our generated document. Yeah, so we need to put them inside the table. And here we need to put this information into the context variables, so we can put them into our generated document. Could you please remind me, did we discuss document generation before? As I remember, we did, but I need to be sure that you remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. Now let's go to the business process. So we'll be working with this one. Okay, we won't need this information in here. Let's start from the beginning. And here we will be checking this information, like what do we have filled in. For example, this table. We can also change it if we want to. And after that, these variables are stored in our application, but we cannot put information from the application to our generated document straight. So we need to put it in between in the process context. So I have pre-created some variables in the process context. They are created as a application variable, so there is no difference. They are the same. And with the money type, so we can put the information about the money in our application. And here I will be making a script to put information from the table to our context variables. So I need to create a function in our script. And as I press open, we go to the script section. So here I have created a simple script. We'll not be doing something like hard today. So this is an example, and I will be telling you like how it works. So at first, we need to load information about application to some kind of variable in the script. So we create a constant. For example, app variable, right? I guess it will be enough. And we load information about the application from our context. So, information about the application we store in the trade request variable. How these variables are called, we can also check in the context. So here the property name, and in script we can reach the information by the property names.
Yeah. What is the base of this script, Nikolai?
What do you mean the best of the script?
Is it C or?
It's TypeScript. It's similar to JavaScript, but it's a type JavaScript.
Oh, okay.
So if you're familiar with JavaScript, it won't take any problems for you to work with it. Okay. So here we put in our app variable information about our application from the context. And after that, we make actually put the table that is stored inside our application to some kind of variable also. So because we are working exactly with the table, not with the whole application. So I refer our variable that we have created before, and I get its data, and I take a table from it. We have a table 1. And because we are reaching the context of our application, I'll show you. So we have also application context, and in form settings, we can see also the property names and how we can reach them. So here is the property name is table 1. So I put a table 1 here.
Okay.
And yeah. So here, now we need to reach the information that is stored inside the table that we put in our variable that is named table rows. So to reach it, we need to make some to meet some conditions from this table. So for example, in here, I am reaching the information by the name of the application in the table. So for example, here we have we have 4 application items, and they are different by their names. So I can, for example, reach them by their names, but there can be different ways to do it. It's just for an example. Okay. What do I do is I make a for cycle and create a temporary variable for every row that I'm checking right now of my table. And in this cycle, I can be working with information in every row. So because I've created a variable for every cost of every row, I'll just put the information but based on the name. So for example, I create a constant variable for every application instance that is stored in here. So here is the instance 1, instance number 2, instance number 3, and instance number 4. So I create an application instance. Yeah, it would be possibly undefined, so we need to check it out that it's not empty before. So we put a condition in here, and if our variable table rows is not empty, we can do the cycle for it, because if it's empty and we do the cycle, we can break something. So we put instance of an application in our every row, and we check its name. So app instance would be like the row, the application column, this one, the app one. And we also fetch it because it's an application. So if we are searching for applications, we are always fetching, almost always. So we put in this application, basically application of the first row and of every row. And if app instance data, and if its name equals like 1, 2, 3 that we have in here, then we can put information about its cost, our context, and the context data. For example, gross cost. I don't remember why I named it like this, but So I add the information about the cost of item 1 to 3, sorry, to our context variable. So this is, I just repeated the example that we had in the beginning. So I'll just remove the script for now. I'll be using this one that I've created in previous time. And I put the information that we need to use the script in here. And then we come back to our form. Just to show that we have got information from the table and then put it into our variables. Okay, we save it and we need to change the script a little bit because the names are different. Names are item 1, item 2, item 4. The register is important in here. So if the name goes from the lowercase, it should be in a lowercase.
Case sensitive.
Yes. Item 4. Okay, I guess it should be enough. Now I publish and try to make it work. I will add a button to start this process manually, but not automatically. Create process and we link the information. So I have created a button for starting this process. I need to put information like on which request are we working with. So I put on the start form the trade request that I'm choosing to work with. Okay, saving, now publishing again. Okay. Basically, I just showed you how to take information from one place and put it into another. But for sure, you can also do like something like calculations or reaching APIs of outside systems. There are different purposes to work with it. Okay, I choose the trade request and I check the information. So here we have the information in our table, and our script should put information about costs to a separate variables. Let's check it out. Okay, maybe we have failed some names. So we got information from only 2 rows of our table. But yeah, so we need to debug our code now. But I guess we are not be doing this right now. But for easiest way to debug, we have a debug option in here. So we should not actually publish process and try working with it after it's published, but we can just go with the debugging mode in a debug mode. So here is a little bit more information about the process. So we have a task in here that we need to perform. Same thing. And we go through the process. Now we can already see what do we have in the process context. yeah, so now we can see that we have some lacking some information from other rows, and now we can see what we need to do change in our scripting thing. But I guess it's not for now. It's not so important. But this way you can easily see what's going wrong and what do you need to check and change.
Yeah.
All right. So this was a short part about scripting. I think it's enough for the beginning. And now we are going to move to work with CRM part. And yeah.
CRM.
Yes, customer relationship management. And if you have questions about scripting, please ask them now, so we can figure everything out and then go to the CRM part.
I think we should try this one because it's more complicated. It's more complicated than the previous lesson.
Okay, so
we have to try it first, and then we will throw a questions.
Okay, and to help you, I would like to send you a knowledge base of working with scripts, but unlucky, but it's only in Russian for now. But you can use Google Translate in a browser if you want to.
Okay.
Is it okay, or you would wait until we have it in English?
Okay. Is it the syntax also running JavaScript syntax?
Mostly.
Only the logic.
It's very close to JavaScript syntax.
Oh, okay.
So mostly it's about the logic, but most of the syntax is
based on JavaScript.
It's based on JavaScript, yes.
Okay, Nikolai. We will try it then.
So it's like inherited from JavaScript, basically. Okay, so I will be sending you the link on knowledge base in Russian. And for example, I use Google Translate in Google Chrome, so to just translate a page. All right, so now going to work with the CRM. Second. So how the client's workspace is organized, right? There are some objects, some applications that are pre-made in the customer relationship management part. So these are like companies, context, deals, and some reports that were pre-created, like deal dynamics and the revenues. And I will be describing everything for you now. So let's start from the deals.
I'm sorry, Nikolai. Is it the CRM also include in 365 without any additional fee?
Yes, it is included.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a part of the system.
Okay.
If you don't want, if you don't want to use CRM, you can also hide it like this.
Okay.
And now we don't see it, so users won't see it. But if you want to show it, and you can use it like it comes with the system.
Okay.
So in the CRM part, the most important things are actually deals, right? So deals and the companies that these deals are performed with. So this is the deals application. It can also be adjusted as in any application, any system. So we can go to the form settings, and we can add some our variables that we need more than those are coming automatically with the system, right? And we can also change every form of working with the deals and any other application in this built-in CRM part. So even if it's pretty much simple, you can always improve it so it is it fits like the needs of the customer. Okay, so about working with the deals. To work with the deals, we have well-known Kanban board with the statuses of the deals. Statuses can also be managed. Like you can make your own statuses, you can make them different. from the basic ones. And here they are grouped by the statuses basically, and you can see the information that is inside the deal. So you can go to the deal exactly and see all the information that is filled in. But some of information is moved to the front page of the CRM, so you can see the information about the deals without opening its file. And also these settings can be changed as it is available for every other application. So you can pick the items fields that you want to be showing on the board in here. Okay, and so the deals can be created in a certain pipelines.
Pipeline?
Pipelines, yes. So pipelines are basically the status lines for the deals that are going from the new to some end statuses. Yes, through context, through qualifies, and in a lot of times companies need different pipelines for different deal types, right? So some of the deals go through statuses with the just new contact, making contract and finished or something, and some needs making some proposals and other stuff and others. So you can create unlimited amount of pipelines. So pipeline is a tool for tracking the flow of deals from the first contract until the completion. And using these pipelines, you can be always aware of number of deals that are at every stage and who is responsible for them. You can see here, and which is the task, active tasks on these deals. So here is a task to send a proposal to client, and who is responsible for performing this task. And also the articles, yeah. Yes.
Every deal can have a different pipeline.
Not every deal type, because you don't actually need. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay.
And
maybe is it like do you know when we want bidding in a project, there's a procedure?
Yes.
Then we can separate each procedure as a pipeline.
Yeah, also it can also be done like that, but this is mostly made for deals, so it might be not very useful for projects, but you can also use it like that.
Okay.
And we are going to implement project workspace also in this year, but it's not ready yet. So it will be a separate workspace also built in the system for working with the projects, and also Gantt schemes and everything for project is also coming out on the autumn, maybe. So by the end of 2021. All right, and so as we have deals in this pipeline, this exact pipeline, we can also see the report of deal dynamics on this pipeline. So we can basically choose the pipeline and the period that we want to check. And here is the information about the dynamics of deals going through the system. So which deals in, 1 second. So here on the green triangle, we have the information about the deals that have moved forward by its status. And on the red part is the deals that have went back by their statuses. And so this dynamic report, it shows how well deals are going forward, how well actually the business is working right now, how good are working the sales managers. And also it could be checked by exact sales representative. For example, I can check by myself in here or any other employee if I have. And there is a report about the revenues. So the revenue forecast, it provides information about the planned revenues for every selected pipeline, like planned revenues and
should we put the revenue at the beginning of the deals?
I will show you by creating a new deal. When you create a deal, there is a planned budget that you can plan in, but as you see, it's not mandatory to be filled in.
Oh,
so
okay.
You can fill it later when you figure it out. For example, after first contact, right?
Okay.
So I'll show you how to be working with the deals, like deal example. And maybe I only know the contact and I don't know anything else. So I create a new deal, and to start working with it, I see like we have 2 new deals that we need to start working with, right? And to start working with it, we can get inside the deal and just set like a start work, or we can assign for other employee. I will assign for myself.
Yeah.
And if I didn't it myself, but someone put this deal on me, I will have a message like, you have a new deal, you need to work with it. And now I have this deal that is set up for me, and I say that I need to make a contact. So there is no automation built in the beginning, but we can create it. I will show you a little bit later. So here we can be working with the deal. We can edit information. We can add like some budgets now because I have contacted him. And I think we're gonna be closing the deal like in July, okay? And I'll save it now. And I have this information that its planned budget is like this, and we have a plan to close the deal. And also I can have this information in the revenue report. Okay, I hope I will be closing this deal like for 10,000 rubles. And for example, in this period, we are going to be having like 11,000 rubles. Okay, but this is working with the deals manually. So if I want to do something, I need to take the deal and put it in the other status. And did we discuss statuses before? Like status settings? So statuses can be moved manually if we allow users to do so, or they can be moved automatically by business process, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and here what I can do is just basically moving my deals forward or backwards. And that's all what I can do with the basic settings. But we can make these events triggered by status change. So we go to the pipeline settings. Here you see all the statuses that we have in the pipeline. And here we have its settings. So for example, we can give users allowance to change the deal statuses by hand, or we can say like only the business process can do so. And also we can make a deal status as a trigger for starting a business process. So for example, here is as soon as deal reaches proposal made status, the business process is started automatically. And this business process generates a proposal by template to send it to the customer.
Yeah.
So as in every other workspace, we can create a business process in here. What does this one do is creating a new proposal, a new application item of proposal, generates a document by template, puts it into our application item, and gives a task to our sales manager to send this proposal to the client. And also we can use like our send email activity and send it automatically, even without a user. And all of this happens as soon as deal reaches our proposal made status. So I put it in here and you can see the process started automatically and it was generated as a file and we have a task to send this proposal to client.
Oh, okay. The proposal is our first lesson. Is it right that we create the template before?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we just linked our business process to our pipeline, and now it works automatically.
I'm starting to understand the correlation our first lesson with the CRM.
Okay, great. Glad to hear that. And also about creating the deals. So we have just created a deal by ourselves, right? We just press the button to create a new deal. There are different ways to create new deals. So, for example, as any other part of the system, it has its own API. So we can put this create item API in a third-party system that could be creating deals in Elma 365 itself. Okay. Did you get it, or I need to explain more?
This is API.
This is API, yes, and it is created automatically for every application in the system. As soon as you create new application, system generates API for it. So you can use it in third-party systems to interact with Elma 365. Also, there is a mechanism of web forms. So we can create a web form for our deal, for example, and it puts the attributes of the deal on the web form. And we can also add some kind of a captcha in here. And this is basically an HTML form with some CSS. And as soon as we created a new form, we can take its embedded code and put it in our website, like, for example, on the landing page. And there will be this form. And as soon as our customer fills in the form and presses submit button, the deal is created exactly in Elma 365.
Okay. I know. I'm starting to getting the correlation what we learned in first session and now. So
yes.
It is possible to put the form in our website and preparing the document template.
The actual process would look like this, like the overall process. You put a web form on your website.
Yes.
Okay? And client puts his information on this web form. The deal is created, and it can automatically go for the proposal. It creates a proposal and sends it to a customer automatically, even without any people working.
Oh, okay, Nikolai. So the pipeline will change automatically.
Yeah, the pipeline
will move forward automatically.
Here for now it won't, because we need to put because as soon as new deal is created, it will go to the new status, right?
Okay,
and so we need to put a business process on the new status, and then it will be exactly working automatically.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So right now it's half automatic and half working by hand, and it's very, very flexible, as all the system is, so we can make it different. Sometimes we need people to work, and sometimes we can do almost everything in automated way. Okay, so I showed you information about the deals, and there are some support objects, some support applications in here are companies and contacts. So this is basically information about the contractors that we are working with.
Yeah.
So the companies that we are working with, there is nothing much complicated in here. Some basic attributes like names, work phones, emails, websites, and all the stuff. Also, like any other form, you can change how it looks like. And I need to put it back in here. It was here. Okay. And so companies is about organizations and contacts about people in this organization. So a contact could be linked to the contract to the company. And what we can do is we can not also reach like companies by its attributes like work phones, work emails. Also, we can reach the contacts that are connected to our company. So, for example, we have a company in here, and we have a contact of James Johnson connected to this company. And also, we have information about the deals that we do have with this company.
Okay, so the companies in the CRM module is different with the main companies in the main menu. On your left, left. Yes.
This is information about your company.
Okay.
About
Yes.
the
Okay.
employees in your executive. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So here, for example, you can have.
Yeah.
One second, I will show. You can
Yeah.
have a shell compliance like task performance and information about the users. And in the CRM are actually the contractors. And also for working with the CRM part, there are extensions of working with IP telephony, with IP phones. So there are some extensions that are made for exact providers. I'll show you now. So we right now we work with SIPNet and Zadarma. These are telephony names of the telephony that are used in Russia.
Cisco Webex. Is there Cisco Webex?
Not right now, but
okay.
We are creating like in July. We will release in. Sorry, one second. Like multi-purpose, like universal integration with asterisk. So
yeah.
So if you are using a call center, you can link
I used
it.
In 2011 asterisk.
Yes. So and if you want to work with the WebEx, we can also create an integration for that. And we can also receive calls like exactly in the system. So we don't need to open up like any other systems. And as soon as we receive a call and information about this number we have in contacts or in companies, the card of a contact of a company will be shown in the system, shown.
Yeah.
So the sales manager can see all the information that he needs to perform his like actions with this contractor.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So that's it about the CRM. And I guess we are done with today's lesson. If you have any more questions, let's discuss them. And if not, see you next time then. Okay.
Okay. I'm starting to getting an helicopter view from our first training.
I see. Well, yeah, I hope you figured out like how actually this system can be useful and find your goods like of working with it. So yeah, from today I'm going for a vacation. So I see you like in 2 weeks, I guess. And for the next time, I guess Dipesh will be with you.
Okay, Nikolai.
Yes.
Maybe it's more difficult for us about the coding, but we should try it first. Then maybe we have some questions.
Yes, and as I said, most of basic things could be done without coding, like
Yeah,
no code, low code,
yeah.
and this coding is it's useful, but it's not the main thing of working with the system. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
so yes, thank you very much for your attention,
Thank
and
you very much.
Dipesh will be sending you the video a little bit later.
Sure, sure. Thank you
Uh,
very
a-
much.
okay, thank you, thank you. See you next time. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.